Alright, hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more King is Watching, specifically because they just got a big DLC today that adds, I think it's the Monarchs of History, so we now have 3 new monarchs that we can unlock. Queen Cleopatra, King Taizong of Tang, and King Xerxes, which I don't care deeply about historical kings, but I'll take whatever. But we also cannot unlock them yet, I think. But we do have the Dark Realm, which is the new zone that got unlocked. Previously, it was only unlockable by beating this at threat level 3, but I guess they must have taken away that requirement because I can just go straight there, which is what I was hoping for. Let's see what is required to unlock those other monarchs. 20. Damn. Yeah, I haven't maxed out my meta progression yet, so I don't have a large supply of denarii sitting around. So who do I want to do a regular run with? Let's pick a guy that I actually haven't won a run with. This guy. I have not won with King Saladin yet, because defeat more bosses with his king to unlock this ability, so I haven't actually played Saladin yet. King Cleopatra sounds wrong. Nah, she could be king if she wants to be. Okay, when 10 units are on the battlefield, gain +3 unit limit and 200 wood. 4 unit limit and 300 wood, and then 30 units get 100 of every resource. That'll be fun. So to start the run, 5 of each buildings, tree, wheat field. Tree, small wheat field. Improves a random tile. Troops are cheaper to produce and their production speed is increased. Extra denarii per wave, and basic construction at the start of the run. Do I have any other ones? Because the automaton and the twins are kind of good. But they're not, like, amazingly good. What I'm looking for is something that lets me get more unit slots. Random item of the trader becomes free is kind of tempting. That actually could be really good. Let's see. Removes farming. Don't even want to try that. The Wheel of Fortune's kind of interesting. Choice of spells. Speeds up spell production. Celebration boost to all production buildings for 30 seconds. Costs wood. Zeus, what's this guy? Extra morale for every spell cast, which would be really good if I actually had, spell casting on lock. Yeah, let's grab the guy that makes a random item that the trader is free, and then I can get one more. I mean, buildings just being cheaper to build is a little tempting. It's usually not a problem unless I'm building a really big building, at which point that's actually very good. I also don't remember what morale does for my guy. Okay, yeah, let's go for the golem. Even Phoenix is lightly tempting, but I think I'll leave that for a different run. Let's see. Okay, Dark Realm should be fine. I think we're up against Eldritch horrors for this run. Okay. Touch the ball. Okay, well, I know nothing about any of the bosses. So what do we want as a starting resource bonus? I can have a couple of... No, we're just going to go for the big resource boost. Behold, the Dark Realm is the land of writhing horrors and architectural inconvenience. Truly a splendid choice for your castle, your majesty. The Dark Realm defends itself with these tentacles. Unfortunately, they're protected by a rather inconvenient shield that renders direct assault futile. It seems the shield is sustained by some... enormous presence within the realm. We've ensnared one of the tentacles and woven spells around it. By focusing on the captive limb, you may weaken the defenses of the rest. The tentacles cannot approach the castle, but they're not entirely harmless. You don't have to launch an immediate attack against such a force. Take your time to build your strength. If you need to, just remember the longer you wait, the more tentacles will emerge. Okay, so let's pause. So Saladin is... I don't know. I love his face. I'm just going to be hanging out with him, I guess. Yeah, spawn troops on the battlefield. Barracks, no. It's been a little bit. So if you haven't seen this before, okay, disrupts tentacles protection, allows you... Nah, it's not helpful. If you have not seen this before, this is a... probably actually better to set this up. One part Kingdom Builder, one part Army Drafter, one part, wave survival defense-y thing. It's a mix of a lot of stuff and is... both fun and kind of messy. I'm going to need a farm sooner than later, I think. Move that over there, get this down. Because enemy waves are coming here. That'll get me 2 tendrils. Are tendrils different from tentacles? Probably. Okay, right. And I can also speed things up, but let's get our peasants on the field. I can have 4 peasants total, which is not much. They're pretty weak. But it's better than nothing. Do I want to get a research table? I think so. I just don't know if I want to put it there. Oh, you can actually research levy barracks with them. That's interesting. Move this over here. Start getting some wood. And I want to make sure I have generally enough resources for everybody. So what does this one do? Get a random blueprint. Sure. So gold sawmill, longbowman camp. I mean, gold sawmill seems genuinely good. I almost never pick it because it's not, like, extreme good or powerful. But, I mean, still decent. Okay, let's start popping those open. Let's get some more water while we're here. And I do have a meteorite if I need it. Okay. Where are those enemy waves? Have we just, like, managed to completely intimidate them into leaving me alone? Oh. Oh, I see. That's what it means. So, the tentacles just spawn on the field. And the more of them there are, the worse it is for me. Oh, that's interesting. Can I move this? No. So I guess in that case, we're going to move my unit spawns up here. Okay, this is fascinating and strange. Yeah, unfortunately my peasants super suck. And they're not very good at taking out tentacles. And we don't get wave rewards. Unless we win, we manage to kill these things. That's fascinating. Okay. Yeah, so we get everything that was stocked up. I like the madmen, but we're going to need some clay for it. Sick. And we get a prophecy. So, do I even control? Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm going to start over. We're going to abandon this run because we kind of hosed ourselves. Okay. Now I understand how this works. I think this should be fine. In that case, we might actually want to start with a shit ton of wheat is kind of nice. Starting with a couple of longbowmen is tempting. So let's actually start with this, because the tentacles might not fight back exactly. Okay. So I need to take out that first wave instantly, otherwise we're in trouble. Because we need that prophecy to boost the remaining waves. Okay, get that. And I'm going to need the forest, actually. Get the peasant hut. Get the peasant hut. I think I'll just do something like this. Okay. Get a random blueprint. What do we get? Pangolin stump. These guys are new. Okay, pangolins. Champion. Rider troops poison enemies. 8 damage per pangolin on the battlefield. Whoa, okay. So pangolins are nutty good. The problem is they require both grapes and meat, which is tricky. Otherwise, I could get a clay gold mine, which is kind of good start. I love the idea of the pangolins, because they also have a synergistic effect with rider units. I think the clay gold mine is vaguely more useful at the moment. Okay, cool. So we get Denari, we get a levy barracks. I think I'll go for the archery. And I'm going to need... We already have a clay gold barracks. I guess I'll go for the gold mine, and we get a prophecy. So this is what I was looking for. Admittedly, the last one would have been better, but it's fine. Yeah, so these are all inevitable. Let's move the Denari to the final wave. Go for units, go for that. Blight Spitters, okay, will hit back, which is an issue. It's a regular tentacle, which doesn't as much. So in that case, maybe I'll just move that there. Okay, ooh. Late at night, okay, are you winning, apprentice? I love that illustration. Late at night, the Academy Keeper goes about his rounds as usual, checking doors are closed, counting handles, and pretending to be deaf to the occasional whispering from the walls. One room is casting a faint violet glow. The door is slightly open as if beckoning trouble to enter. Keeper takes a peek inside. A ritual circle covers the floor, the candles placed with obsessive precision. In the center lies the apprentice. He's sinking slowly into a pool of darkness that wasn't there an hour ago. The void has the quiet, hungry patience of something that looks forward to paperwork, not fighting. Tentacles of darkness reach from the ceiling around the circle, straining like thieves, searching for an open window. Despite the apprentice reassuring him that everything is fine, the keeper alerts your royal highness to this situation. Observe the apprentice. You decide not to waste resources on panic and instead watch the ritual unfold. The apprentice continues sinking, still insisting everything is under control as the tentacles inch closer to freedom. The ritual comes to its own end once the apprentice has been completely consumed. Strangely, when your servants check the room the next day, they find a gift for you, a magic seal made in the abyss. Place a tile seal. So I just have a random production seal there, which is actually kind of convenient. Okay, so let's just get a ton of wheat because we're going to need it. I'll put a forest down here. Let's see. Yeah, I want to get the clay gold mine. The question is when. Okay, so there's the enemies. Which... I guess let's go for that, because I might as well get the bonus unit count. So these things do shoot back, which is probably a concern, but if we're lucky, they mostly just shoot the archers. They might not even have the range to deal with my archers, which is kind of nice. Levy barracks, hunters, bone pit. Honestly, the bone pit might not be terrible. Because I think slingers are kind of crap. Yeah, they're not very good. So we'll grab the bone pit. And what do we want to grab? Oh, kingdom infrastructure is not as good as I was hoping. Do we just re-roll this? Yeah, we can do better. I'll grab the tile enchanter, but it's not hugely good. Okay, we have bone meal. That'll just give me more random fodder to just kind of stand in front. They were playing football. That's funny. So this one is going to be tendrils and tentacles. I mean, we pretty much want to attack them. Let's just start making some bone men. Yeah, so what we want to do is pick up a bunch of high artillery and ranged units here. Because a lot of these enemies are completely vulnerable. Okay. Let's get the clay gold mine. Let's actually finish grabbing the... Well, grabbing a couple of those guys. I guess we don't want to grab too many. What does morale do for me? Oh, it's just damage for units. Sometimes morale does different things depending on who you're playing as. How much is the... Forget. So that's a 20% boost. That's a 50% boost. I think this is a 35% boost. So it actually might be more practical for me to get 2 of these, because we need more... Yeah. Music's freaking slaps here. Okay, let's rebuild this. I'll wait on the rest. Yeah, the problem is this is going to take eons. But it's okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize they're already available. Oh, and they're already shooting my walls. Oh, but they also only do, like, 1 damage. Okay. No, I'm gonna need gold. This will give me the gold, just very slowly. Grab an iron mine. Okay. Flour will also give me a ton of gold. I both like and am uninterested in the fairy fountain. I think I might stack it anyway, because if I put the fairy fountain directly underneath... Grab the metal. Okay. In that case, let's snag this and sell that flour. If I can put the fairy fountain underneath the tile enchanter, the legendary one, it'll give me resources every 5 seconds. Not like a huge amount, but it's kind of nice. Hey there, Wander. That's a truly magnificent mustache. I know, it goes with my schnoz. Okay. There, we can increase my gaze. Next is going to require clay. So what are my gaze? Oh shit, this guy has big gaze. That's huge, actually. I've already burnt all of our flour. I have, so I can just move that out. I'll just move this over here. Oh, we have enemies up. Let's get another gold mine. I'm going to need the money anyway. Weird tentacle. Okay. Whipmen, hunters, peasants. I don't really care for any of these. Building upgrade. Archers deal double damage every 5 attacks. Kind of tempting. Chance of 5 flour on a skeleton's death. Yes. And one of these is free. Well, chain lightning's free. Sure. How much denarii do I still have? 125, so that actually puts me in kind of a nice spot. Market's faster. Archers do double damage. Gain ore when you kill an enemy, and fire fireworks for... Okay, some of these are kind of good. What do we have up here? I usually don't buy structures because I can research them. So why don't we grab Metal Mask and Archery? Okay, I don't think we have any other enemies to fight. Can I do the research table? Because we should. Basic production. Not that I can do it yet. Okay. Let's go here, just get a bunch of water for a second, and hopefully a ton of iron. Oh no, that's gold. We have... Well, we get iron from other things. Let's just move over here. I'll save the chain lightning for the boss, whenever the boss is going to be. Okay, Denari Levy Barracks. Madhouse is kind of nice, but I don't care deeply about any of these. Militia is kind of okay. Some of them come out kind of tanky. So let's grab the militia. I'll grab the Great Bushes and Prophecies. So we definitely want building upgrades. None of these enemies have actually been terribly bad, which is surprising me a little bit. I was expecting way worse. What's this one? Offensive structures. That's different and kind of neat. Okay. Will that do? Let's move this back by 1. No. Yeah. Okay. Hat of Authority. A peasant arrives at your court wearing a hat so wide it should require its own postal code. He stands with his hands on his hips and his chin raised. He radiates the kind of confidence normally seen only in people who are about to do something irreversibly stupid. The peasant claims the hat was found in the Dark Realms, and that it makes him feel important. Since wearing it, he's been giving orders, rerouting carts, reorganizing shifts, and generally acting like a proper overseer. Strangely, people have listened. Now he wants to be promoted to an advisory position for all his hard work. Unfortunately, the fields under his supervision are now dying. Crops die overnight. The harvest is so poor it's barely enough for the village to survive, and livestock refuse to graze anywhere near him. You need to do something. Destroy the hat. Get some troops. Execute the peasant for insolence. You declare the wide-hatted upstart guilty of overstepping his station and of managing your harvest into the ground. The execution is swift, public, and highly educational for everyone considering unauthorized leadership. That is confiscated immediately. It turns out to have a strange curse on it. By studying it, you deepen your knowledge of wind magic. Okay, so we do need an iron mine. Well, I could slap it down here. Or I could put it over here. I'll put it over there. Alongside... hold up. Pause. So I do have a basic construction, which would give me the magic gems, which we kind of benefit from. Let's get another unit limit. Sawmill up over here? Sure. Because I'd like to be able to get the archer. Oh. Enemies are up. Okay, let's move down here. I'd like to get another archery barracks. Oh, because the casters can actually kill my archers, which is not great for me. Oh, and these guys just summon more. Oh. Okay, another bone pit, another bone pit. More archery wouldn't be a bad idea, but oh well. Sawmill. Passively increases the damage dealt and HP of undead troops by 5%, but is that just a 5% upgrade per or one? I don't know. Let's go for the sawmill. Okay. Got another fight coming in. Oh, we can upgrade my gaze again. So that gives me another. Swap those. It only takes a little bit for it to speed back up again. Then I'll swap them. Okay. We can get another bone pit, which is good. Another regular field? Sure. So I just need more clay and gold. Oh. Fights up. I think this is a chain lightning situation. Okay, Denari resources. It's just snag the metal, offensive structures. Some of these are kind of funny. Launches a wooden log at an incoming enemy. Huh. Tesla Towers actually seems fun. I've never picked it before. And let's grab another clay mine, because we're going to need it. Okay, so next up, let's go here. Just churn out clay. Let's put the grapes down here. Because I actually kind of like the idea of the Tesla Tower. I'm going to put it over here, even if we cannot afford to do anything with it at the moment. Move this down. Because, yeah, I should have... Okay, 15 flour. It's not huge. Oh. Are enemies up already? Okay. They were up and they died instantly. Okay, now enemies are up for sure. Or maybe they weren't up and I was just imagining things. Yes. Kill my skelemen. This is what they were built for. Okay. Oh, right. Random blueprint. I've been missing that. Do I want to get the hive? Damage dealt by champion troops. Attack speed of champion troops. Cost wine. But otherwise they're actually pretty cheap if I want to keep going for musketeers. Considering a lot of these enemies do not move, having just a boatload of extremely good ranged units seems really good. Okay, Denari. Let's just grab more flour because that's big money. Iron, wheat, or water. Iron's harder to come by. Don't think I need another market, but I will grab a forge because now we have a consistent source of metal. Okay, so we're going to demolish the peasant buildings as we no longer want them. And I'm going to sell the peasants' huts as well. Frankly, I'm not even sure if the militiamen were the correct call here. Let's go back to making money, because we want to upgrade our gaze. The bigger my gaze, the more I can, the more stuff I can interact with on a per-turn basis. Or, not per-turn basis, just the more stuff I can have active all at once. Oh, enemies are up. I'll just move this over by one. I think this might actually be my favorite zone from a music perspective. Minotaur camp. Okay, so the grapes and iron. Flying troops gain evasion per Minotaur. Ooh. Vampirism? Vampire Minotaurs. Okay. What about the paladins? Paladin mage. Bonus to spell damage also applies to paladin damage. Oddly enough, they don't heal. We also have the stables. Bonus winery production for each horseman. The riders are marginally cheaper. The Minotaurs would be really neat if I had more flying units. Hold up. I didn't get the bumblebees. No, we got musketeers. If I had gotten the bumblebees, then the Minotaurs actually would have been really tempting. I guess I'll grab the stables, because paladin mages are a little expensive. Each poison enemy on the battlefield grants 3 morale. Oh, that's bad, so let's grab the Moon Talisman. Okay, so Assassin's Temple is okay. What is this? When one of your troops dies, a random unit of yours becomes enraged. It's kind of tempting. Extra clay, also tempting. I think we want indestructible shield. Let's go for Hand of the Avenged. Do I want to grab Wrath? It's okay. There's also Madhouse, Black Sheep Barn. I don't think I care about those. Buy it? No. I'll save my money. Okay. Grab the crystal mine? Yeah. Desperately need it. And then I should probably think about some of this stuff. Move one of these wells. Because it's just, at this point we should be getting some more stuff. I'm going to move this here so it actually benefits. And then I can move this over. Move this out and grab another one of these. We're going to be running out of wheat soon. And flour and some other things, which could be an issue. These tentacles keep throwing me off because I think it's an enemy wave. But the music kicks in when it is go time anyway. Let's just do this. Yeah, what do I need from my musketeers? Just a boatload of wood, actually. So Worm Riders. I love Worm Riders. I think we actually want the Worm Riders on this one. Because those tentacles are extremely weak to them. Let's see, building upgrade. I don't know, do we do big initial fight? Sure. What is the weakest among these? Do tendril, money. Yeah, that's fine. Helpful haunting. A pale, shaking peasant is brought before your court. He babbles about a ghost, not a murderous ghost, not a vengeful ghost, a helpful ghost. He insists that for the past 3 nights, a hovering specter has been following around the village, silently gesturing at problems. He pointed at loose roof tiles before they fell on a neighbor's head, waved at a child that was about to stumble, and hovered above spoiled grain as if issuing a warning. The peasant tries to explain with frantic hand motions, but unfortunately he looks like he's conjuring the thing up himself. It's not a problem that the ghost is keeping the villagers safe and nobody understands why. The problem is that in the Dark Realms, anything benevolent should be treated with suspicion. God, I love this game. Okay. So, let's go for... well, I don't know. If it helps, it's not a problem. Increases the production rate by 25% for 30 weeks, lose a random troop. You determine that everything will be fine. The ghost's silent guidance quickly boosts productivity. There are fewer accidents in the village and the labor is easier and the harvest richer than it was before, or than ever before. The village prospers. Then one day the ghost gestures toward the local church. The peasant doesn't hesitate. He sets it ablaze as instructed, and in the chaos calmly steps into the flames himself. Your soldiers rush to contain the fire, and some die in the confusion. By morning, the church is ash, the peasant is gone, and his corpse is never found. Faint, wet footsteps lead away from the ruins, and then stop. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Let's see. So we definitely want the musketeers. In retrospect, I'm going to immediately get rid of the militia. We don't need them. Same thing with the assassins. We don't need them either. Hell, I'm not even sure if I care deeply for the horses. I do benefit. Yeah. 10 unique units are on the field. Okay, we also have this, which I should keep in mind. Iron Sawmill. Might as well. Because Dragon Bakery is not particularly amazing. Okay, do I actually want to make this? It would give me a lot of metal bars. Do we need a lot of metal bars? No? Do we not need it? I don't know. Let's get lumber for the time being. Okay, we no longer have flour. I might as well sell my iron for a bit, because we really want that gaze increase. Because now I can run all 6 of these structures. Let's see. Iron Sawmill? Sure. So I think what I might do is just move this up. Move one of these over. And I'm just going to activate all of these. Oh, can't do it. Yeah, I might as well use the Tesla coil offensively. It's worth it. Oh yeah, and we have the healer mages. Which is actually kind of bad for me because I want my frontline skelemen to die. But is what it is. Gains more flour, gain a building upgrade. Let's go for the archery bonus. And piggy bank. Okay, let's not sell any more metal. Let's go back to selling flour. So what do I need for this? Just a ton of wood. Okay. Another crystal mine, because I think we're going to run out of those. At some point. And what do we need for this one? 700 gold. Okay, fine. Let's start making iron and selling it. Because the bigger my gaze, the better everything is for me. Okay, do we just move this over? I think we just move it over. I mean, otherwise I could actually do that. Okay, get a random blueprint. Mushroom Grove, Madhouse, Poison Tower. Attacks incoming enemies with a beam of light, poisoning them. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, restock on our skelemen. Because we definitely don't want my wizards to be taking too much damage here. Okay, basic production. What am I doing on clay? I'm good on clay, but I could probably use a little bit more. And I think we're out of wheat fields. Another poison tower. There is a silly world where I do that. Okay, let's set these up. Just have water down here. Oh, I can move this over. Okay, all my units are set. Yeah, I have no wheat production, which is not amazing. Let's move up for a bit. Well, try to. Let's move here. Oh, those things explode doing damage. Gotcha. Okay, so I've got the musketeers. I mean, honestly, do we just leave that for a bit? No. Because we really need this gold. I'm surprised we haven't run into a boss yet. Just realized I need to play this more. Well, the new DLC comes out tomorrow, so it's a good time for it. Yeah, pangolins. Okay, now I think we pick the pangolins. I'm going to need to be able to generate meat, which is maybe a little hard. But I think it's worth it. I'm going to put an enchanter here. And then move that back. Get another thing. Probably a small wheat field. Keep those going. Okay, and then just move this right over? Sure. I haven't seen any boss fights yet, but maybe they show up at a certain week, or maybe it's just at the very end. It's really hard to tell, actually. Okay. Yeah, what I want is that, so I guess I'm gonna pick it up. Because I want my worm riders to be able to explode out of the ground to do a ton of damage. What's free? An iron mine. Spell of your choice. Random spell attacking buildings and wall. Defender's damage is increased. Attacking buildings and wall defenders, damage increased. Oh, so that's actually really good for the couple of buildings I've... Okay, we actually do want to pick that up. I'll grab Mage's Notebook. Yeah, call that a day. I could get another Tesla tower. Honestly, maybe we do. I'm definitely going to need more crystal generation, is the big one. I'll grab Salt in the Wound since I already have it. Turn enemies to sheep. Oh, but that's only 3 seconds. It's still worth it. Let's grab the Bursting Bunch. Yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot of crystals here. Mostly because I want to increase my gaze. Move that up. Let's move this well. Because we can get the Worm Riders at this point. Kind of. Okay, how much do I need? Just gobs of resources. Oh, and here's the boss, finally. Well, what else do we have? How many of these crystals do I have? An amount. Move this here. Do we get another poison tower? Sure. Let's go nuts. Octhulupus. Sure. Anyway, I'm just gonna laser the shit out of him, I suppose. Move this here. Get a blueprint. Summon some bursting guys. I don't think I'm gonna bother with a tornado. Rambaster transforms your black sheep into a ram. He's kind of tempting. Because I have 3 black sheep that are... Oh, they're really expensive, though. I think I'm just going to recycle these. Yeah, unfortunately he's going to kill the hell out of my... He's going to kill the hell out of my frontliners. Yeah. Losing most of my troops at this point. I'm just going to assault him. Honestly, we might just want to do this. There we go. I guess none of these matter. Legendary artifact. Ooh, increases your unit's bonus HP by 15. Oh. Every time you use a spell. Or every flower produced increases all player units' HP by 0.005%. You know, I actually don't know if that's good. Let's go for the Chief Fan. Legendary fireworks for some production. I don't know. I think catapults are kind of good, actually. And I can certainly afford them. Get a big crystal mine. And flying arcane or champion units. Well, guess going for that. Let's actually swap those. Go with that. Should be good. Hi. Beauty in the Eye of the Abyss. Your mages return from the Dark Realm with a weird trinket wrapped in velvet and paranoia. The thing is smooth, warm to the touch, and appears to respond to attention. According to the scholars, anyone who holds it becomes noticeably more attractive, as in the kind of attractiveness that makes everyone in the vicinity go from stay away from me to let's get married right now. Word spread instantly, as it always does when magic can bestow something the gods clearly didn't. Soon an unfortunate-looking noble shows up at court with a fat person and a hopeful face. He offers to buy this trinket from you, claiming it is essential for diplomacy. Your advisors quietly point out that this is the first time he's ever used that word correctly. So sell the artifact for 300 gold, keep the artifact, or let the Academy study it. Keep it for myself. Keep the relic, because it would be irresponsible to let such a power fall into the wrong hands. You become the finest version of yourself, regal and radiant in a way that makes courtiers forget their complaints mid-sentence. Doors that were shut, even to royalty, begin to open. Literal doors, political doors, and a few metaphorical ones left best unmentioned. Okay, boss has been defeated. Next up is Kraken, and we get a random relic. I'm gonna go with this one. Castle gains HP every time one of my units dies. That just works great for me. Let's go here and do some legendary fireworks. Just speed through resources for a while. So I can summon a standard unit, but I need more stuff. Well, I got enough wood that we can finally get another unit production structure. I'm out of wheat, which is bad. I'm going to move this over so that it can actually produce faster. Hopefully sustain itself more. Let's actually switch this back over to flour. I think I need the well on that one at the very least. Do we get the iron mine and clay? Something like that. I guess the iron mine isn't really that helpful in retrospect. Okay, and then let's go back to this for a second, because I should stock up on all of my units. Make sure that they're ready to rumble as soon as I need them. Get a random blueprint. Repairs the castle walls. Now we'll just grab one of these. And, I mean, I got crystals. Let's just use it. Makes my life easy. We just lost all of my skelemen. Kind of fine. I'm glad for the musketeers. Damage dealt by your troops increased by 20%. The golden bowl is kind of tempting, actually. And get the worm riders upgrade, because that makes them insane. So, we could do the dragon hatchery. I don't have flour production in the most normal sense. But I do have it. What does this require? Tons of wheat, which is a small issue. That's a totally random unit. Alright. So how much do I need? Wheat and just gobs of gold. Well, let's go back to iron, because we're not actually doing anything with it. Might as well make the basic construction finally. I'll just go for one of the big wheat fields, seeing as that seems to be a big limitation for me. That and wood. Let's see, sawmill, especially because sawmill has some bonuses anyway. I don't know. I guess actually turning them into sheep for like 3 turns wasn't hugely effective. Yeah, actually the worm riders are not nearly as good as I was hoping they would be. Let's see. Got plenty of grapes. Clay seems a little low. Oh, that's what those suckers do. Or they kill my gunners. They did kill my gunners. Ouch. Okay, 20% boost to nearby tiles. Sure. More fireworks. TNT barrel. And another tree. Another iron mine. I guess not that we actually really need an iron mine, do I? Oh well. Okay, let's move this back up here. Clay mine down. Get a random blueprint. Gold iron mine? Sure. Summon a standard unit. Then I should probably restock on my army. Because it'd be foolish not to. Back to this. I will upgrade my gaze. Oh. We have no wheat production. We weren't given wheat production. I should have had that as wheat. Let's actually use my towers, save me a little bit of trouble. Especially because they just keep killing my gunners. Then again, maybe it's not so bad. Geese. We do like the geese. They are riders. And none of you what I'm looking for. Sir, I desperately need wheat. I mean, luckily a lot of my things don't require it. But enough does. Now, I should go down here. Okay. I mean, fireworks? Small wheat field. Thank you. Okay, we almost have enough. Okay, Denari. Druids of the Owl Camp, they're arcane warriors, and longbowmen, which actually aren't too bad. Okay, Fisherman Hut would give me meat, which means I could actually get the pangolins down. Yeah, I'll grab it. Old dice for random resources. Let's see. Balloon bomber hanger is free, which I don't want it, but oh well. Lightning chains one more time. Increases, I mean, some of these are quite good. 5 fireworks, 30 of each resource. Random spells. I'll go for the Tesla. None of these are just like a random farm. No. Yeah, good enough. Let's just move that there. Another random blueprint. I actually really like this guy. Slingers, bear, recycle. I think I'm actually going to move this here, just so I'm always cycling it. Because we're having some resource scarcity issues. Going pretty heavily just due to the fact that, yeah, that was exiled off to the side. Okay, go here. Perfect. So now we can activate all of these. That's why Saladin actually rules. Let's see. Gold iron mine. More tree? More tree. Just do that for the time being. Keep doing basic production. Actually, do I move up? Yeah, because I should be using these towers. I'll put that there. Give me a little bit of wood. Fuel pump. Sure. Ground fire, and okay. Another one of these. Another one of these. Spells. Good unit, and that. Let's get the random resources, production, and random units. That should be good. How do you do, fellow cultists? Your spies report an unusual gathering in the Dark Realms. It appears that a lone zealot from the old Eye cult has attempted to get into the newer, trendier abyss-worshipping cult. He arrives dressed in the wrong-colored robes, trying very hard to hide his anxiety behind an awkward smile. He even brought a wooden plaque that reads, "Behold the Eye," in bloodied ink. The Dark Realm cultists stare at him in silence. Their robes are darker, their symbols are sharper, and their doctrine is clearly evolved since the Eye cult's prime. They share a non-Euclidean truth, talk about living geometry, and whisper about things that can only be whispered with legal disclaimers. Your eye cultist proclaims an ideology that sounds outdated, or sounds dated, very dated. Now the situation is balancing on a thin edge between awkward acceptance and sudden ritualistic violence. Order spies to help him, increase the HP of troops on the battlefield by 150. Order spies not to intervene, get an artifact. Or building upgrade times 2. Yeah, let's go for an artifact. You keep your agents out of it. The Dark Realm cultists banish the Eye cultists from the gathering with theatrics that would be laughable coming from all but an Eldritch cult. Your spies quietly follow him, and the humiliation leads them to a hidden Eye cult den that was clearly hoping everyone had forgotten it existed. The raid is swift, the arrests are clean, and amid the dust and incense, your men seize a powerful artifact that will look excellent in your vault. Oh, each water produced has a 4% chance of producing fuel. Sick. We do have an oil pump, but that actually is good in and of itself. Because all I need to do is get the pangolins down. After that, it doesn't matter. I'm going to swap these guys, so I'm more likely to build. Okay, let's move this here. Great bushes, clay mine, clay mine. Yeah, what do I need for the last one? A lot of stuff. Maybe more than I have. Cannon. There's also the Goose Hydra Nest. Rider and Arcane. I think they're tempting and very good. Well, let's get the cannon. Okay, so I'm going to build this here. Move this over. Move this up. Because I only need so much oil to get the Tile Enchanter legendary. I'm going to put it here. Let's get it going. Perfect. Gonna give them the ground fire, though I actually don't think that did as much damage as I was hoping it would. And I don't have enough water for that. Yeesh. Well, I'm going to get rid of the oil derrick, as we no longer need it. Oh, my poor healer mages. Oh, no, we're just not fighting. Oh, no. Well, screwed that up. It's fine. I was too production-brained. Forgot for a second that this has weird, unique mechanics. Okay. Go here for a hot second, because I want to build that. Denari resources. Gold would be lovely, probably. Let's get some crystals. Building upgrade. Troops are cheaper to produce? No. Pangolins have evasion. And make my riders stronger. Not that we are fielding too many of them yet. Okay, small wheat field, which we're in desperate need of. Here we go. We're getting tons of resources. I think I might want to actually swap these two, because I believe this gives me the production bonus to every surrounding building, which is quite good. Okay, back over to this, Because, yeah, I might as well use the poison towers. Is it even? Oh no, they absolutely are attacking. Grab our blueprint. Okay, where's the cannon? Okay, so that requires more stuff than I currently have, and that's fine. Big wheat field, big wheat field. Legendary fireworks. Another dragon hatchery? I don't know. Restock on guys. Summon a random friend. I don't have enough wheat. Put that there. The one problem with the longbowman camp, in retrospect, is that most of my ranged units are just getting demolished anyway. The blue bomber hangar is like a little tempting, but eh. Okay, finally. Yeah, the problem is I have not gotten quantity at all. We have too many repeat units. I'm not exactly saladining particularly well here. But in my defense, dude's weird. Let's just grab one of these. Okay, move here. So I could get another Tesla tower, but I don't have enough iron. Okay, yeah, that's a good bomb. Okay, pumpkin field. There's also the falcons, but yeah, let's go for the pumpkin field. Not that I'm going to be able to pull it off. Do we get another pangolin stump? Sure. Like, we're winning regardless. It's just, yeah, not able to pull off any of these. And maybe that's fine. Okay, let's just do legendary fireworks. We've got some time. It's a good opportunity to just scale production like crazy. How much oil am I sitting on? Not huge amounts, actually. More crystals. So... yeah, stuff like the geese training field would be tempting. How far off am I? Oh god, I am eons away. That's a bit of a downer. Build another poison tower? Sure. So probably need wheat more than anything else. Enemies are up. Yeah, it's kind of a weirdly effective build regardless. Enemies poisoned by the tower grant 2 fuel on death. Oh, that's kind of nice. Legendary artifact. Every 1 metal produced increases damage by a smidge. Sure. We get an Academy of Nature. It's fine. Tesla tower damage. It's fine. Duration of applied poison doubled. Grab the porcelain chip. And I think we just wait. I don't think we need the rest. Grab another one of these. I'm just going to recycle them. Okay. So we're looking at this. I need 700 more. Yeah. That's a doozy. We're getting an amount of stuff. I think as soon as I get that final gaze upgrade, this gets a lot easier. It's just the mean time is a little expensive. Okay, enemies are up. I mean, I might as well just have these running. I wonder if the poison... Let's see. Arcane, ranged, or grunt. Let's go ranged. Let's see. Boost production by 25%. Increases damage dealt by 75%. That's pretty good. Get both of these artifacts. Upgrade. Upgrade. Kingdom infrastructure, though I'm not actually sure how good that is. Move these here. I mean, at this point, we're just kind of doing whatever. The thing behind you. A scout returns from the Dark Realms with the expression of a man trying very, very hard to act like nothing's wrong. According to his report, the road ahead is clear, and even the fog is mild, allowing for the army to pass through safely. But behind him, in the distance, you see a strange figure standing in the ash, tall, thin, and waving with far too many limbs. It does not show any intention of attacking. It just slowly follows, patiently, as if it has all the time in the world. The scout keeps looking over his shoulder, then quickly turning away, as if he worries that full eye contact might be taken as a yes. He says it's probably nothing. His twitching eyelid suggests otherwise. Your advisors are waiting for your word before the probably nothing arrives at your walls. So I could get 5 longbowmen and 1 tentacle horror. Production by 25% for a little while, or sure, send hunters to remove it. You dispatch skilled trackers to deal with the stalker. They approach confidently, weapons drawn, but they return hours later looking exactly like the scout, insisting nothing happened and everything is fine. They refuse to describe the encounter. The thing is gone, at least from sight. Though your guards swear the group is bigger now than when they set out. I get random bonus men. Hell yes. More friends for the pile. Okay. Small wheat field? Sure. I mean, the question is, do I actually want to throw all of my resources out? I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off no matter what, so there's no reason to scale it off. I actually don't think I'm going to benefit from having a broader gaze. Not really. It might give me like a little bit more production, but this one's good enough, and I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot for some of these things. So I think I'm going to take this out, and might keep that going because that gives me strength. This just costs water to give me the fish, which is awesome, because then I can get my pangolins out, and those are going to be quite helpful. What other things do I want to build? I don't know. Get more wheat. Because, yeah, I'd like to build the pangolins. Okay, move these here. I think actually what I'd like even more than the pangolins is probably to build a cannon. Because I think the cannon could be really funny. Archers stun enemies at full HP for 2 seconds is tempting, but let's make my pangolins good. Increase unit limit by 2. Increase unit HP by 30. Take those. I probably don't have enough resources. Actually, if anything, now I just need water. Grab another one of these. Hero statue. I'll just go for the wheat field. I think some of these at this point we should mulch. I'm not going to be getting spells anymore. I don't think I actually care about the healing mages. We have a number of them, and Get rid of the pumpkin field. Longbowmen. I think we get rid of them too. I think we want to cycle for purely riders at this point. So that the pangolin's poison buff is actually, like, on full display. Okay, let's move the water down. Well, the riders and the cannon. The one problem is the towers are all... I mean, it's mostly fine. Let's see. Hospital. Monument to the King's Gaze. And... wheat field production? Sure. Hydro Pond. He is a rider. There's also the cannon factory. But no, let's go for that. Okay, so I can, in fact, build this thing. Where do I want to put it? Ah, it's tricky. If I put it right where the forge is... it'll get these two tiles, which isn't terrible. Yeah, Okay. I'm going to demolish this. We no longer want the musketeers. I don't think we want the archers either. They're good, but they don't fit the build exactly. Get rid of this guy too. Frankly, the Skelemen aren't particularly great either. The main problem is this is going to be a little expensive to field, but maybe it's fine. Let's get the geese training field, put that on the bottom. I'm going to hold a cannon probably here. I don't have another Tesla coil. Let's think about it in a second. I need some water. So I think the answer is, I'm going to move this here. We're going to put the monument to the King's Gaze there. Where do I put the cannon? I mean here, probably. Because the cannon actually... oh. In that case, do we want to swap the cannon? I think we swap the cannon, because this way the cannon is producing cannonballs. Even if it's slightly less. Let's get another crystal mine here. Okay, then I'm going to just quickly get out some units. Or not. No, I'll leave that there. Yeah, so the pangolins did not live as long as I was hoping they would. Not great, they're a little expensive. Weakness. Banish. And... like, the gold mine is actually kind of tempting. It would push me over the ledge. But let's grab the crystal mine. And recycle these, because we don't need it. Let's just send them off. Okay, cool. Get another blueprint. Minotaur camp. But flying units. Which really isn't that important to me. Is there anything left? We're almost done, actually. I guess what I should do is probably get the pangolin, and yeah. The issue is just utter lack of meat. Well, in this case, let's demolish these two. We're not going to be using them for the rest of this. Enemies are up. Okay, cannon's kind of fun. Increases damage. No, we should go for the production speed. We're kind of meat locked. Champion. Ooh, does boost the pangolins, which are surprisingly tough. Yeah, let's go for the health. Okay, so what do we have? Pangolins roll. Crystal mine production. Sure. What is this? 90 resources of your choice 3 times. Lifetime of all temp units. Wine for each well or big well in the castle. It's okay. Let's go for the excavation stone. And frankly, go for those two. Because we're about to run into a boss fight. It seems like it's time. Gold? Yeah. And metal? Eh. Okay. Sell that. Probably should have sold that a while ago, but it's fine. Oh. We do actually manage to get quantity. A surprise. Okay, we don't have any more production structures there. It's just units. Just get the pangolins down. Then back to this, make some more cannonballs. We have plenty of meat. Oh, what I'm looking for at this point is hydropons. If I can get enough. Well, if we can't, we don't need them. Because even if I do get the hydropons, we might be able to, but it's going to be boss time. Kraken! I think this is only the second boss. Usually there's 3. Oh, well. Not even going to think about it. Let's grab a blueprint. I don't know. More bone pits. No, this definitely does look like the final boss. Now, at some point, this guy's probably going to summon friends, right? There we are. Good time for a tornado. Let's restock on this. Okay, I don't know what he's up to. Oh, he's back. Yeah, I got plenty of stuff. Might be time for ad phase already? Yep. Okay, so whenever he retreats like that, it's ad phase time. Which gives me an opportunity to get some more resources at the very least, restock on my guys. Yeah. Would like to be able to get the Hydra out. We're close. But the pangolins are kind of expensive and die faster than I thought they would. Let's get a random unit. I think once again it's just random tentacle horrors. Okay, he's back. Interesting. I now have to worry about him attacking random sections of the map. That's not a problem for me. Okay. I'll just do that. Let's do something like Blade Fall, Ground Fire. And Weaken. Oh, the pangolins have been in this game in retrospect. I just have never seen them drop before. Okay, so we lost a Goose Rider, which is very manageable. Back to this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the Hydro Pond proper, and that's okay. I really like this. This is not a good Saladin run, per se, but this is a great run. I like the attacking towers. I will definitely have to go for a build that focuses on them in the future. Yeah, I guess I should actually use my attacker structures on these guys, because they die so fast. There we go. Okay, we can actually build the Hydro Pond. Yes! Oh, but I still need 20 meat to be able to get a Hydra. Well, I'll just put the Hydro Pond here. I don't need any more resources. At this point, we are beyond stacked. That's interesting. He summoned friends. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, my towers will still shoot him even while he's a bit invulnerable. I'd love to see that fixed, if anything, but hey. Alright, we are good. This is an absurdly good army. And round. Okay, we are training our Hydra. Let's see. What else do we even have? Not much of anything. Move that there. Yeah, so now we have the Hydra. We are down a pangolin. We'll live. Just a random militia man. Alright, Denari legendary artifacts. Goose Riders at the start of every wave. Except for we win. Yeah, usually I think there's a third round on that one. But I think because that was only our first round, I don't actually remember. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it can get up to 3 or even 4. Huh. Well, I'd probably do a tier 3 run for the next one. Yeah? Yeah. But first, we've got some meta progression to spend. So, I guess I have to kind of buy all of them. Well, okay, we can't get Xerxes, which is a downer. Let's take a look. So, now we've unlocked Saladin's whole lineup. What does Cleopatra do? Convert all bodies in an area into canopies. Once the first quest is complete, there's a 50% chance to double the yield. Huh. Summon a random Egyptian unit, and summon a better unit after completing the second quest. 2 Egyptian units in area rebirth after death. You can upgrade the first ability once you have 100 morale, granting 50% chance of harvesting more canopies. Upgrade the second ability to summon stronger units. I don't know if I care about her. What about this guy? Additional archer to protect the castle walls and obtain an attacking building. Blueprint of my choice. Attacking buildings and wall defenders shoot faster. Enemies are struck by lightning. Okay, I like this guy. Once you have 5 attacking buildings in the castle, archers on the walls will poison enemies for 8 damage. Fuel after a boss is killed, and after losing 100 of your units, you gain morale. I like this guy. Let's see. Yeah, I actually liked Flunky. I think they were kind of good. Let's see. I don't know if I'd cycle any of these, frankly. So, would I get rid of Golem? Like, buildings being cheaper to build is kind of nice, but is not huge. It's one character, well, I don't know. Let's see. If Phoenix would be interesting for a different build. Let's see. No, I don't think I care about any of these. So yeah, let's just stick with Golem for the time being. Okay. Well, I think I want to do one more run